Crank up your taste buds for these. What can you do with a simple hot dog? You can make them into these bacon wrapped, cheesy, jalapeno, flavorful little appetizers. You gotta try these things. Hey, it's Jeff with BBQplus, and it is time for some appetizers. Today we're gonna take some hot dogs, just some regular good old garden variety hot dogs, and we're gonna turn these into a great little taste treat. We're gonna put some cream cheese inside of there, a little bit of cowboy candy, some jalapenos that have been canned and pickled, add some other just 4-cheese Mexican blend, and wrap it all in bacon and put them on the smoker and see what we come up with. So this is how we're gonna do it. First step is gonna be to mix up our cream cheese. So this is just a little bit of leftover cream cheese I had from the last project that I did. So we're gonna put that into a bowl. Bank shot. Okay, so now that we've got the cream cheese in here, we're gonna grab some of our Mexican blend cheese and just throw a good handful of that in also. That's gonna all get mixed up, and we're gonna add in some jalapenos. So these were cowboy candy, and we're just gonna kind of chop these up because we wanna add them into that cheese mixture. This will give it some good spice. You could decide what you're gonna do to add some spice to it if you want, make it as hot as you want. And as I always say, you need to figure out how you're gonna make this your own. Maybe it's a favorite rub that you like, or maybe it's a favorite seasoning, some kind of peppers that you like to put in. Hey, whatever the case is, just kind of experiment. I just want to inspire you and give you a few ideas on how you can put this together. So we're gonna drop this in. That's nice, and we're just gonna blend this all around. I think I'm just gonna get messy with it. Put my fingers into it, get that cream cheese broken down a little bit. Probably wanna leave the cream cheese out for a little bit to kind of bring it up to room temperature before you really get started. That's gonna make it a little bit easier to combine, a little bit easier to work with if it's just a little bit warmer. This is gonna end up being the filling that's gonna go inside of those hot dogs and then ultimately get wrapped up with bacon and put on the smoker. So now we're gonna get at the hot dogs. These are just your normal garden variety hot dogs from the grocery store. If you wanna use all beef hot dogs or whatever your favorites are, doesn't really make any difference. So we're gonna take a few of these out. I'm just gonna start with these, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna kinda open these up a little bit. So we're gonna cut in here so that we can give a good opening to be able to fillet those open, and then ultimately what we wanna do is to stuff these with the cream cheese mixture. We're gonna tie it all back together with some bacon and some toothpicks. So I'm kind of cutting these into quarters. I'm not going all the way through the skin because I wanna still have them kind of hold together. So if we just kind of lay it open like this, and then we're gonna drop some of this cream cheese mixture. And what I'm gonna do is roll this out. Cutting board's a little bit wet, so it's a little bit difficult to do that. But what we want to do is just lay that inside. Yeah, put that right inside the hot dogs. Then we're going to wrap the whole thing in bacon, cut it into pieces after the toothpicks are inserted, and these are gonna make nice little bite-sized appetizers. So there's the first one. We've got that ready to lay out. We're gonna do the second one. Again, cut quite a bit of the way through, but not all the way through. And then we're gonna cut that half, open that up a little bit too. This will probably allow them to cook a little bit faster also. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get all the hot dogs ready. There we go, we got 4 hot dogs ready to go here, plus the one that we did already. I'm gonna take the rest of this mixture I've got, to make sure I've got enough, I'm gonna divide it up into 4. And then we're just gonna turn these into a long little strip so that we can drop them right in there, mold it in. That one's probably a little bit much, but I think that's okay. If you want to go really healthy, you can wrap these in spinach or anything else that you want. Maybe add some veggies over the top before you wrap that bacon around it. And then we're going to get our bacon out. Didn't get a thick cut bacon at all for this. I think just the standard should be great. We're going to bring those out, and we're just going to wrap up that hot dogs with the bacon. We'll see what this takes. It might take 2 strips. Yeah, I think this is going to take 2 strips of bacon per. Now what we want to do is, with our toothpicks, we want to try to plan ahead to get 4 little appetizer bites out of each one. So you'll have to take that into consideration when you put the toothpicks in. That it'll make it pretty easy for you to be able to cut down between those. And turn those into 4 nice little appetizers. Little extra bacon, we'll just put that around the top. So this is what we're going to come out with. There's going to be a little bit of cream cheese coming out on each end. We probably want the cream cheese up when we put them onto our pan to be able to add them into the smoker. Got a total of 4 more. And the warmer your bacon is, the more it's going to stretch. That's just a good thing to know in general. I wrap a lot of appetizers with bacon, and really think that is a good taste and a good way to take something just kind of normal like a hot dog and really crank it up in the taste department. We're going to put these on a little Green Mountain pellet smoker. You can use an offset. Maybe you have a Weber Smoky Mountain, a Traeger, Rectech Yoder, Pit Boss, Louisiana Grill, whatever you got. It'll work out great. Just want to throw some heat on there, and the idea is to really render out the bacon and cook up those hot dogs. There we go. We've got a total of 5 hot dogs that we have stuffed with that jalapeno cream cheese and a 4-cheese Mexican blend. It was a cowboy candy jalapeno, and then we're gonna wrap those up, and those are all wrapped up in bacon, and we're gonna put a little bit of Meat Church. Oh, which one is this? This is the Gospel BBQ Rub. So we will sprinkle a little bit of that on the outside here. The smoker is warming up outside. I'm gonna cook these until that bacon is rendered out, and we will check back in. Gonna load them up in the smoker and let them go. So today I'm using my little Green Mountain. Here these guys are all cut up and ready to go on. I like this little smoker because I can load these pans in, and it kind of sips on the pellets, so I don't have to have a ton of pellets. It doesn't take a long time to get it up to temperature, as much as some of my big ones, like my Yoder, takes a lot longer to be able to get up to temperature. These are looking pretty fine. I think we are a good way along with those. We're seeing that bacon get rendered out. It looks like the cream cheese is still holding pretty well in there. Hot dogs look good. Checking them again, these are doing pretty well. We did turn it up to about 325 degrees. Just want to add a little bit more heat, and then we are going to put on a little glaze sauce after this, just before they're finished. Honey barbecue glaze finishing sauce from Sucklebusters. Okay, we're going to go in on these. How could a hot dog taste so good? I mean, hot dogs, it's all American food. It's great, you got the hot dog taste. I've got a great bite from that jalapeno, that cowboy candy, and the cream cheese adds a lot of savory to it. Put the bacon on top of it, a little bit of rub and some barbecue sauce. Oh my goodness. These are wonderful. Wow, you gotta give these a try. These are just fantastic. These things are better than I expected. The all-American food, it's a hot dog, but then we wrapped vitamin B or bacon on it, put that jalapeno cowboy candy that has a sweetness and a heat to it, put it with some 4-cheese blend. If you like what we're doing here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can get all the notifications when I put out new videos. If you'd give this a like, I'd appreciate it. And throw me any comments down below. Make sure that you figure out what you're going to cook in your backyard this weekend. And thanks for watching.